welcome back to your #1 stop for PSO2 New Genesis gameplay, how-to, and all that jazz. And today, we are here to break down some of the big stuff that ended up coming from the headline stream that literally just wrapped up. If you want to see, my live reaction and also any more detailed breakdown, be sure to check out the link above for that. But for now, let's go ahead, let's jump into this, and let's go over every single thing that was announced for the headline stream. So to go ahead and start this off here, we do got ourselves a little bit of a refresher and also some big news as far as the release date is concerned, because as you can see, it officially is June 8th, which is nothing surprising. I know a lot of us have been talking about it being the 8th because of how quests and stuff went, but it's official now. The 8th of June, we will get our hands on this. So of course we do got another look at some enemies, some of the mag, as well as some brand new items that we can collect food wise, as well as a hint at all for cocoons. And they have stated, of course, cocoons are all going to be way more platform heavy and not combat focused this time around. Speaking of combat focus, we gotta look at our very full battle arena here. And as you can see here, we got our little robot buddy coming back. So they're probably going to actually work a lot like how the lab did. Well, once you destroy some mechs, they will end up joining your team to help you out. So pretty much mechanic from Alio Labs are coming back into play here. So of course we got that. Also here, a interesting thing for anyone that is curious. As for gold and silver enemies, they will be getting increased experience as well drops. So if you see them, any more reason to go ahead and go take them out to get your hands on the new items. And then of course we got ourselves a brand new trials coming in here with of course our snowboarding that we already knew about, but we have ourselves look like two trial mission coming in here, with one being destroy enemy in an area by ramming it. And then we have our other one here where we are going to be chasing down an enemy and trying to knock off the inventory that on it. Not surprising, we have seen this now, I think, what, 3 times now? So we got that. And then, of course, we got, our Troin action coming into play. Once again, we know about. But here is something new. We got ourselves the items, or icicles that are going to be floating in the sky here. So these are actually going to be some more area effect stuff. So actually destroying them will cause explosion that will do damage to enemy around you. I'm not for sure if you run into them, if they're going to actually hurt you. But speaking of hurting you, we all get the tornadoes back like we had in Maconn. The only difference at that time when they hit you, they are going to freeze you. So there you go. You're getting now frozen. That's the only real distance now. And then of course we got our new gameplay stuff coming in here. So to start off, our level cap is going up to 60. So that means we are getting 25? I believe 25 new levels coming in. And then we, of course, have a look at some brand new Proton art coming in here, or some new skills. So, of course, every class is going to be getting a brand new ability here. And I'm very interested in, of course, the Ranger one, since I'm a Ranger main as of now. But as you can see, some interesting new stuff coming in, and, more customization is always welcome. Since the combo system, or picking distant PA to walk in distant order, and the customization of that and bait PSO2 was fantastic. We slowly getting there now. Sadly, it's not anything drafted, only one new ability per class. But nonetheless, hey, some new stuff to actually use here for each of the classes. And then we got ourselves all new 6-star series weapons coming in here. And we as well got ourselves a multi-weapon combination weapon series. They didn't go into too much detail about this. The name kind of make it implied that, of course, we gonna be able to get a weapon set that focus on multi-weapon, or maybe just combine two the new type of weapon together to make a new WD6. I'm not for sure exactly what's going on here. But, naming scheme wise, make it sound like it is just going to be a weapon that will automatically be multi-weapon. But, we're going to have to wait a few more days to figure out if that is the case, or maybe I'm just reading into it too much. But we do got a preview here of some level 6, as well as some new capsule coming in here with, of course, some HP 15 for almost all of them. And, of course, we got ourselves a bonus to, of course, Wayne Tekka, Melee Tekka, and melee range coming in with a 2.5 for potential on that. So good. More power and always welcome here. And then of course we got our story content coming in here. This isn't anything new. We pretty much, if you want more detail about the story, I highly recommend checking out the headline stream. And then we got our full look at, of course, the actual city fully. Because if you missed out, there was an interview about, what, 2 weeks ago from Hawaii that were going into, of course, this and also sort of mechanics of what's going to be in Kvaris. And one of the things that we talked about, which is, of course, the mechs. So, NPCs are not really going to be too heavily focused in Kvaris. So, we are going to have NPCs here that we can talk to for shops and stuff. As you can see, we do have some option here since we're looking at the quest counter here. This is something I brought up during the live stream, and I need to double check about. But it looked like you're going to be able to reset and move guild tree with star gems now. Might be wrong once again. Let me know in the comment below if I'm right about this. But I think it might be new as far as being able to use star gems. I know you could, of course, do guild tree stuff with AC or through tickets. But yeah, we got all simple setting here for star gems. So I guess we will see how much that end up costing if this is new. If not, well, I guess it's annoying me. But anyway, from there we move into, of course, our dailies and stuff. So breaking that stuff down. And then we got also some new NPCs here. The NPC, since it's saying look out for tasks, I don't know if these are going to be NPC that are going to come over time, or maybe these are NPC we finally going to start like finding out in the open. I'm not 100% for sure here. Or they could just be normal NPC in the town, which kind of make a statement about the robot kind of pointless. But at least for that middle one here, this obviously is going to be in the main camp, because you can see the monitor behind him. But these two, I'm not exactly for sure, but maybe we are going to start getting some NPC out in the wild here. But, you know, we got to wait and see once again on that. And then, of course, we got ourselves our brand new, I believe, Origin Quest here. Yes, this is the Origin Quest. So this time around, of course, we are going to be doing fighting this boss. And it's going to be a lot of using the new hoverboard, snowboard thing to, of course, take it down. They very much made it imply that the boss is going to be mainly trying to knock him down to actually destroy guns on his back. We will see how far they go with that mechanically. But for now, it seemed like they're actually going to be proper mechanics to the fight and not just, you know, wearing on it to it die. But as you can see here, we also going to get some new battle idea stuff coming in here. So, of course, we do have our yellow battle dia as well as purple for Kvaris. So they're going to have some new enemies in there as well for it to take out. And you can go ahead and go for that, as well as for Watain and Alio. They are going to be getting new ranks, which I believe should be rank 3. Once again, let me know in the comment, but I believe it's rank 3 coming into Alio and Watain for the triggers. So if you like farming them, or you still have a whole bunch of them keys, congratulations, you're going to get some new stuff coming in now. We get into, of course, some billion stuff. So this is honestly probably some of the best news to come out of this. Well, if you are doing yellow triggers, or I get purple trigger as well, but mainly yellow triggers here, billions will no longer be like pretty much capped down the higher level you are, since some of you probably have noted, if you do battle D at a certain level, you get like 40,000 a billion, and then higher level, you're only getting like 5,000. So by this, they are going to be changing this around and going to be a lot more scalable and also a little more worth doing, especially if you already got mat level characters, some lower level characters. So Battle D is slowly being turned into a way to help you level, which is honestly fantastic. This was something I've been complaining about, so I'm happy to actually fixing that. And then we got our new mini game coming here, so that will be in Alio and Watain, as well as I believe in the new area with Kvaris. But as you can see, this is, of course, can be racing other players, and also yes, here is like the Kvaris version of it. So this here, how this is gonna operate, or like from the way they have talked about it anyway, is you can, of course, do this with your friends. As you can see here, also up to 32 players as well for these zones. And pretty much what these are going to be is you're going to be running from point A to point B, doing platforming, jumping through hoops, and you're going to be collecting items for points as well. And it seemed like whoever can do it the fastest with the most point will actually win this. Have no idea if there were going to be like loot tied to this, if there going to be a leaderboard tied to this, or what exactly the reason to do it beyond just having, something else to do with your friends. I'm personally hoping that will turn into one of them cases where we have a leaderboard for yourself, so like your bet times, and then have a separate one for competing with your friends, alliance, or with just the straight up ship or server as a whole. So I'm kind of hoping there's going to be something to the minigame if I were to carry it on a stick. Might it be just trying to become the best, platform or way so on your server? But once again, no information about that stuff beyond just how this is going to operate for a game. So there you go. There you have some new minigame coming in. And then we get into, of course, our new stuff here. And this is where we're going to have to, sadly, start slowing down that video, because if you watch an indie headline stream, PSO and Sega very much like doing fat cuts. So to start off here, we of course have the introduction of our... After I mute that, I gotta remember to mute. There we go. We get the introduction to our, of course, Alliance task. Sadly, don't let your head get too hyped for this, because from what we have seen here, as you can see, we do have some tasks here. Nothing too special. Defeat a boss, sing kudos, or whatnot. But with these being so-called Alliance tasks, as of now, it doesn't seem like exactly too much of a Alliance focus. Since what the point of this is that you can be doing these tasks that will then unlock you some points, which I believe we will have that popping up here in a second, where you can, of course, trade out the Alliance badges to actually buy items. As you can see, we can buy some triggers. We can buy, of course, some alio, yellow, and purple triggers. And as they go downhill bit by bit, we will start getting into some gold stuff. We will also get into some cosmetic stuff here. But the thing to keep in mind here, this is going to be a weekly reset. As you can tell up here, saying it will reset in 6 days. And at least in that video anyway, it looked like it only one item per week. And each item will require you to have 2 badges. The problem with this, as you can probably always put together, is if you want to collect enough purple alio trigger or yellow alio triggers, you are going to have to do the Alliance tasks over literally roughly 5 weeks just to do one inside of the triggers. That pointless, and then on top of that, by saying these are Alliance tasks, but not having any go from what we can see as of now, as far as like working together to unlock something for your Alliance, doesn't seem to be the case either. So to be honest, right now this seems a little pointless, because why would you go through all that hassle for stuff that, one, in the case of the triggers, it really no point doing it, because honestly, who would have been 5 weeks to try to do one yellow trigger or purple trigger here? So hopefully that will be expanded out. Might it be to a camp of like being able to say, have everybody working together to get X number of badges to unlock, like maybe extra affiliate for everybody for like 24 hours or something. Sadly, this idea right now seems to be very half-baked. So don't let the name fool you. It doesn't look like we're getting anything like fake PSO2, where, we had a whole zone to ourselves. There were no like bonuses for, stats or proton tree, none of that so far in this. So, yeah, that was announced. Seemed very pointless, but hopefully this is something that will turn into something more in the foreseeable future, hopefully. But we do have a little preview of some of the items you can go ahead and unlock. But here is another big one coming in, which is, of course, we are getting ourselves a death counter finally coming back. So, as you can see, that seemed to work very similar to the way it did in Bait PSO2. Well, of course, you can do a limited time quest. We will see if the quest is all this, and the limited time we can always see in our menu. We will see. Also, we got also the trigger quests. I, once again, don't know, outside of maybe some stuff that we will talk about momentarily. You can still do these for menus, like the world map, so that might still be kind of pointless. But the main thing here is the ability to replay main story as well as the side mission tied to the main story. So for anybody that want to replay whatever mission for whatever reason, maybe just a refresher for the story, you can do so here. The thing interesting here, we have a separate here for other which as we will get to in a moment here, as you can see, the main story slash like the baby story that's still tied to the main is in this menu, not other. So we have no idea what that is meaning. I don't know if it can be like one of them cases we're gonna actually like respawn all the NPCs that you did going to the main story. All them quests are gonna respawn. I don't know. I have no ideas, but I'm kind of hoping, especially for like leveling lower level stuff. But once again, we will wait and see on this. And then of course, we have also something else that is interesting and also a little worrisome. Is of course we got ourselves a etchy slash, I believe it was called treasure shop. I think it was called. It's literally like 2 flames, and I don't feel like fighting to figure it out. But I think it's called treasure shop here. But pretty much this is the wet find shop from bait PSO2 for anyone that was around when that was a thing. Well, in that case, we can spend star gems as well as Maceta on items that will refresh in the case of this. As that one saying 16 hour, we got another one that will refresh every roughly hour to 2. Of course, you can also spend star gem to get it a refresh faster for this in items here. So, that's good and dandy. The issue that coming in here is we do have some items that tied to premium as well as public. Premium is whatever. In the case of the demo, 40 star gem get you a at cube. Whatever, it's fine. But with that being said, though, we have the other item, mainly like the augments. So as I was testing during our stream, breaking all this down live, is of course we ran into a worrisome problem here, what some of you might always be putting together, which is of course the augments that you can buy with star gems. One thing, anything too special about that, because you're paying star gems, you're buying an augment, make you character powerful, give you more battle power, more abilities, that type of deal. The thing that is worrisome about this is, depending on how the player market go, as well as if you can sell these, it can become obviously, with these changing out, who knows, maybe they won't be available all the time, maybe it'll be other augment, who knows. But for the sake of argument, from what we are seeing here, is the whole thing of, in that case, we could spend 50 star gem, buy the item, get higher battle power, and we could also then take them and also put them up on the player shop. And in return, by spending 50 star gems, depending on how the market flush out, you could be making 100, maybe 1 million, maybe more in Maceta, so outside of buying AC scratches to pretty much get Maceta in-game, real money for fake money. It very much look like we might be going down that same camp. So this is a little worrisome, especially because at that point, if you got real money, you're going to become way more richer, or maybe just a little more powerful. So I think it's worrisome. Let me know what you guys think of that. But stuff like that make me a little more worried about the whole like pay to win side. And one thing, if you want to spend money to get more powerful, and another if we can actually sell these and you can get Maceta out of it. So we will see. Since you can get, of course, you can get star gem for free for playing the game and doing like titles and stuff. But don't forget, you can also buy star gem with the AC as well. So, and then of course we got our other version here, which is the Maceta version. I said that one, that video stayed out. It will reset in an hour 35. And these will be some more items. And speaking of more pointless stuff, at least from the preview, is of course, for premium, you can buy yourself a Kvaris yellow trigger for 20,000. Or you can go ahead and buy you one for 20,000 as well if you are not a premium player, as well as a sticker here. It will be like fine and dandy, but at the same time, by looking at it, you can buy 3 of these. And at that point, depending on how the markets shake out again, you might be able to get that cheaper by just buying the item in the player shop, not counting, like, depending on what the drop rate is. So that might also become a little pointless elite for the triggers anyway. But nonetheless, technically, flip finds are coming back. Let's see if we can actually get, like, outfits and stuff coming in. Speaking of outfits and stuff, we are getting some new facial option here, so we're going to get us some build, as well as if you are a cat player. This is actually really neat if you are someone who play a cat. And of course, they are putting in an option here where you're going to be able to change every little piece of your cat's armor to make it look however you want. So this is going to be fantastic for all you Gundam car players out there, or people who just want to make like custom skins. The only really coming out of this is was stated that, armor might slow down a little bit, so it might be just a way to kind of fill the gap for the time being. Why, we just waiting for more cat parts. But nonetheless, if you are cats, this is actually pretty cool. Then we also got something that I believe, if I remember right, I believe they showed it off all the way back in the prologue stream before New Genesis came out, where you can, of course, detach items off of certain outfits. And we are finally getting this in the game inside of Quack tickets. So now whenever you have a Quack, you can, of course, hide different parts of the outfit to see what it actually looked like with or without certain parts, which is neat. And then something else that is cool for all you guys who buy voices or buy music for your mag. As far like when it comes to Quack tickets, and I believe as well Player Shop, don't hold me to that, but Elite Quack ticket anyway, you can now actually preview the way they sound. So no more guessing games of just getting an item and then hoping it's good. And then we get also a update to the party final situation. So now you will have a little more customization as far of hiding players that are not looking for party. And so it's something that might come in handy, especially if you're in a zone doing like Gigantics or something like the 32 zones. Being able to get rid of anyone that don't have a party or not, have a party equated. So it's a little more easier to find parties in bigger areas. So great as always. And of course, we getting into our auto sell function heals. This is something I know a lot of people have been asking for. Since if you look at it, of course, you can set up auto sell for welding 1 to 5. So sadly, 6 is off the table for whatever reason. But nonetheless, in this, you can go up to welding 5. You can also change the quarter variant as well as if you have any fixes on it. But there is one little side note here, as you probably can tell by over here, which is, of course, we have ourselves zip behind a paywall. They teased it before of like talking about how they were thinking about it, but it looked like they actually are now. So if you are a premium player, you are going to get that right away. If you are not, you can, of course, still buy it with Dodgem. They did not actually say how much. So I don't know if they're going to be worth it or not, but either way you go, auto selling will be locked behind premium or real money. And then we, of course, got also a little update here to our player ID card. Cool, but I still don't see a lot of use for it. Well, we eventually get like a website where we can host it or share our character online, similar to the way like Final Fantasy 14 do it. We will see if that comes. But for that, we can, of course, now do emotes and faces, and we can set up like pretty much a screenshot of our character to be used on our player ID. So cool, I guess. And then that one here is cool as well. So for anyone with bad eyesight, you can, quote, now zoom in to certain parts of the area. Just know you won't be able to move, and it will only work for certain menu. This is another thing that is really neat, but at the same time, like, it feels like a half step. Because, once again, just like Final Fantasy 14 here, I hate to keep bringing it up, but I really honestly would have loved it if it was like way more modular, just like how 14 is, where you can literally change the size of any type of overlay, any type of UI, and move it around, lock it. I really wish it was more like that, and I wish more games did that. But this is just a very simple zoom in camera to look at stuff. So, nonetheless, it's good if you have bad eyesight. I wish they went a little farther with it, but it is what it is for this. And then from there, we are moving into a core mission path. So this is actually neat. So the thing that's going on with the mission pass is now whenever you go and you complete a whole bunch, like you can see here, they went from 1 to 7. For any item that don't require you to select one or another, you can go ahead and just collect everything in one go. So this is going to make it really more useful for actually picking up your item factor. And speaking of items here, we do have a update to the special Quack ticket, so we are going to get brand new items in that coming up. So this is good. So if you're someone like me who already own everything, you're going to be, of course, being able to get some new items. And then we got our wonderful mag here. So the mag, they giving it a baby update here. So now whenever you feed it, you don't have to set through it dancing and doing the whole animation. You can just feed it, get the buff, and go. You don't got to worry about any more animation lock. So good job, Sega, on that one. And then speaking of that, we of course got our food. So now we can go ahead and if you feed your mag and you're getting quote to the timer one out, but it haven't went out yet, you can go to feed your mag again. So you don't have to wait for time to run out anymore. You can just feed them as you see fit. Then we have a update to our weapon camos. So now you can actually customize the color of the camos. So another small little update, but good and long one for all you people that enjoy customizing your equipment. And then from there, we move into our AC scratch items coming in. And that one actually kind of neat. It kind of got like a little bit of like a PSO, like episode 102 vibe, a little bit. As well as some, I guess, Fate Nuns as well coming in here. So, nice little outfits here that will be once again available around the 8th as well. I believe either 8th or 15th. So, some nice stuff, some interesting stuff, and also a little headshot. And of course, probably some of the best wings, especially for you Gundam card player. If you know, you know. But nonetheless, we are going to be getting a whole bunch of that stuff. Of course, some new eye pants. You know, the routine at that point. And we can't forget about all new emotes. As well as, you know, putting on makeup and or whatnot. And then, of course, we got all movement or idle stuff or jumping. Once again, nothing too out of the ordinary here. Nothing too special. But, hey, if you see anything that tickle your fancy here, there you go. Brand new AC on that. And that right there is the stuff that will be coming at the launch of a Kvaris. And so let's go ahead and jump to what we will be getting at fall of the second update in June here, which is, of course, the 15th of June, so 1 week after the launch of Kvaris. We're going to be getting an introduction to a couple more things here, such as, of course, low temperature, which I'm kind of curious how they're going to work because it can be an area that can be blocked off for the 4th week or what. But as you can see here, this is going to be an area if you go into, it will cause damage and freeze you over time. But there are a few things you can do here. So the fourth thing you can do is, of course, attach a brand new augment that will reduce the damage that you receive from this by 25%. You're also going to get like a weapon bonus as well. So it will be taking up an augment slot on a weapon or armor, but you're also going to be able to have another stat with it. So you can go that way to help. You can also, of course, equip items as well as for like armor and stuff. That will also have abilities on it that seem like you're going to be able to collect from the drops, which will also help. You can also, of course, eat food. That will also give you a bonus, such as that one here being, of course, lower temperature by 30%. So you can eat some food to help out on that as well. And then, of course, you can get another bonus by feeding the mag in the region as well. So by doing so, you can get yourself a roughly about 60% damage reduction by going through the means. But that's not the only way to do it. We also have, of course, items that went super fast. Let me go ahead and see if I can hold it back a little bit. Okay, there we go. Got it. It only took me like 20 tries, but nonetheless, you can also trade in food and a brand new material here to get access to a couple more items that you can use. These will go ahead and boost you up for 1 hour. So, of course, we have temperature down by 20%, down by 50%, or just completely gone as is here. As you can see, each of these require different stuff, so I bet to be farming different materials inside Kvaris to get this. And once you actually have it, you can go ahead and use these items as is to go ahead and attach it to your body for roughly an hour. So there you go. You can either do it through food, armor, or a court mag, or you can just go ahead and buy the new tickets to go ahead and get it unlocked on your character that way to help you survive the areas. And of course, once you're in the areas, you of course have some brand new monsters that you can go ahead and fight. And then we can't forget, as I will return it back to normal beat, we are going to be getting brand new Gigantics as well. These will be jumped up to the level 60. And of course, previous Gigantics will also be going up to a level 60. So keep that in mind. Fun times on that one. We don't know what's going to be the dropping from these, but nonetheless, they're going to be there nonetheless. And then, of course, we got ourselves our AC Quack coming in here. And of course, these will be more items from previous scratches, as well as some from JP we never got. And of course, these are going to be the remodel version that will look better and fit better with NGS. So, here maybe a good chance to get some older item we never got, or just upgraded weapon, armor, camo typed up, if you want something that match NGS a little bit better. So, of course, we also have our emotes. Once again, not surprising here. Some of these are actually kind of nice, such as these sword animations and whatnot. And, yeah, you can go ahead and grab these as well. And as you can see, they change depending on gender. And then, of course, we got our idling up and, of course, our normal movement up. This emote I'm actually pretty excited for because, you can see, now you can actually hold each other. So, good for pictures. And then, of course, we got the introduction of Season 9 of the Mission Pass here coming in. And we got some preview of some of the item coming in here. But the thing of main interest is this little guy, which is going to be our little mag device for the month. And as you can see, it pretty much is a little eye dragon, so it's adorable. As well as some more tickets and a closer look at some of the other items that will be coming in Season 9. And from here, we move into the new in-game here. Which is, of course, going to be a version of the Dark Falls Origin Quest here. That one is going to be a little more unique because it will, of course, bump Dark Falls up to level 60, as well as only allowing a party of, I believe, 4, and you will only have 5 life to try to defeat him inside a 20-minute timer. So, if you want more of a challenge, you're going to be getting it very soon on the 15th. So, from there, we move on into our other flat ticket coming in. This is, of course, the other part of the competition they had with designer outfit. Hopefully, knock on wood, hopefully this time around we won't have any drama or anything tied to this, like we did the last one. But nonetheless, these outfits actually look really good. So, good job, everyone that actually submitted and ended up winning these, especially the B outfit as well as that one. I really want them. So yeah, we got ourselves some more Equator or content winner outfit coming into NGS on the 15th. So be sure to get these and be sure to figure out who actually made these and, of course, send them some wonderful tags over on Twitter, Instagram, or wherever. I'm pretty sure they would appreciate it. So as you can see, we're getting a whole bunch of stuff here. So yeah, that one actually might be the best GWAT ticket of course, June, at least for me anyway. Let me know in the comment how you guys are feeling about this, because we are going to be getting ourselves an umbrella, and unlike PSO2, that one actually is going to be functional. So this is great, as well as being able to use it as a glide animation as well. And then, of course, getting into the last little bit of content that will be coming here in June. We do have an update as far as some of the campaign stuff that is happening for the 10th anniversary. So to start out on the 8th of June, they are going to be starting a Twitter photo campaign. So look forward to unlocking some game or item in-game when hitting certain, I get like, retweet, that type of stuff if they do it like before. As well as on the 15th, there's going to be some limited time bonuses stuff coming in. We will see what that actually requires. As well as on the 22nd, we are going to get pre-announced Origin Quests. So, fantastic on that. And then for all the new players that are coming in, or players that have dropped off and you want to jump back in for Kvaris, but you all worry about how much content you got to do in this, which, as I have estimated and done, is roughly to get to the point where you can hop into the new area, you are looking at roughly about 60-ish hours, give or take, of content, leveling, battle power stuff, you know, all that jazz. But lucky enough, if you are going to be a new player or returning player, you're going to be getting a little bit of a helping hand here that will be starting on the 8th at launch of Kvaris. So there is going to be 16 weapon type coming in here, as well as 3 pieces of armor that will give you an extra boost to pretty much your battle power, your HP, affiliate on, that type of stuff. So you're going to be able to do limited attack that will give you even more affiliates. And of course, the weapon also going to be unlocking, I think, to doing a brand new what would it be? I get quet line, quet chain, whatever you want to call it, from that little lady here. That will unlock some of the weapon for you. So that will hopefully help all the new people coming in to get caught up as fast as possible. And who knows, maybe bump down that time to 20 hours, 10 hours. We want to see. But nonetheless, if you're a new player, they are going to be helping you out to get into a Kvaris. So good job on that, because doing it on ship 1 right now, not the easiest thing if you're killed to below 30. So hopefully that will help out a lot. And then, of course, we got an update on the DLC that I ended up covering a couple days ago, but we actually got video of it now. That will be coming in later on as well. And I was correct. We are going to get dashed with the key here, so I was right about that. And for anybody that was curious about how much the DLC going to cost, the DLC is going to be costing a total of $19.99. So as you can see here, so you can grab that for that price, as well as, of course, the Alio packs over here. Let me go ahead and turn my camera off so you can see it. It's going to be dropping down a little bit here, down to $14.99. They also stated in this that, of course, some other stuff will be included with this stuff, but not outfits. And the Alio one is going to get a refresher for like certain new items coming in. So there you go. If you hype for that outfit, $20 is what you're looking at for that stuff. And then we move on to this here, which will also be happening on the 8th. They are going to be doing some bonus campaign stuff for buying AC. Don't know how much. But nonetheless, there are going to be 2 rewards here with the Wappy Necklace and Wang for buying AC. And then, of course, for SG shop stuff, there is going to be a boost here that will be discounted. So if you want more, like, affiliate well dropped up, they will be discounted for the Dog Gym shop coming in during the campaign on the 8th. And then, of course, we got the announcement of course, our 10th anniversary screenshot competition. So if you take a lot of screenshots, just know G Shader, I believe that's what we call it. More than likely, probably don't want to submit screenshot with that, since I know in previous competition, that had been one of them things that technically against the rules. So just a heads up on that. But nonetheless, if you want to submit some screenshot, you can submit as many as you want using the hashtag 10 @AnnaArt _ PSO2 NGS to Twitter. So you can hopefully win some prizes here. I think they're doing prizes. I know they did say that they will also be used for the 10th anniversary stuff they are planning to do later down the line. So yeah, if you want to try to win the competition, just submit some screenshots and as many as you want before the end of the competition, which will be the 30th of June. So you got a wobbly, a month-ish to get your entries. And then, of course, the last thing we got here, of course, is the date and time for the net PSO headline stream, which will be happening on the 28th of June. With that one should be interesting, since it should be the one that will go into the roadmap for the rest of the year, as well as whatever coming in July. So yeah, I will be covering this as well on the 28th of next month. We'll start probably 15 minutes here. And I'm pretty excited to see what is coming. Who knows? We might see Summoner at the net headline stream. But with that, that is everything that ended up happening during the headline stream. Hopefully the video have been helpful, and hopefully now looking at my time, I think it will be about the same amount of time it would take to watch the headline stream. But hopefully that was more informative. Probably not. Nonetheless, that's going to go ahead and do it for me. If you have found that video helpful in any way, shape, or form, make sure to thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bells. I would appreciate it. And of course, if you do want to support the channel, you of course can do so in a few ways by hitting that wonderful join button below and joining memberships and unlocking you stuff here on YouTube, or by coming on over to patreon.com/Maconn. Or, you know, you can also, of course, come on over to my live streams over on twitch.tv/TroyMaconn. Links in the description for all that stuff. And also, if you check out any of them, I will, of course, give you a giant thank you, just like everyone here that is supporting me for the month of May. Thank you, my dudes. And, of course, with that, that will go ahead and do it for me. And I will see you all in the comments. I will in Kvaris. I will be streaming Kvaris on the 8th. See you then. Bye.